Hi guys, so I'm officially 16 weeks pregnant. Yes, you guessed right, 16 weeks and 6 days pregnant today. So this last week has been slightly less eventful than the previous one, thankfully. Really thankful for that. Baby is currently the size of an avocado, 11.6 centimeters or 11.5, something like that, from head to bum, not including the legs yet. So she's basically the size of my hand, I think. I'm assuming, I've got really small hands, I'm assuming her body is as long as my hands at the moment. This week there's been some exciting things happening. She's starting to hear pretty well, so apparently when I speak she can actually hear me, and she's starting to get to the point where she can identify different voices. Apparently if you start playing things and speaking to her and playing different songs and sounds to her, when she actually comes out into the world, you would actually be able, or she would be able to react with recognition to the sounds that she got while she was in the womb. I think I felt baby this week twice or maybe 3 times, I'm not too sure. It still feels like something slimy like going inside of there. I haven't felt anything that's like kicking or anything like that. My tummy has grown really big this week. Wow. I cannot tell you, it's like as if I just, yeah, things went really big this week. My tummy is quite big, I'll show you just now, but it's definitely showing quite a bit. Just now I weighed myself, and strangely enough I've only picked up like somewhere between 3 and 4 kilograms since I've been pregnant, and I picked up like 2 of them before the 2nd trimester. So my weight gain has not been 400 grams each week as it should be. It's been slightly less, but it's been close to target. I have been reading up, and according to what I've been reading, 400 grams is what you should be aiming for, roughly 1 pound per week at this stage, but I could be wrong. How much have you been picking up in the 2nd trimester? I must say that I have a very healthy appetite. Luckily I don't get nauseous anymore, so you know, I can sometimes eat and then not be hungry the next day, and don't eat in the morning and I'll be fine. I don't starve myself, I kind of eat whatever I want to. I do not have healthy cravings at all, like seriously. The things I'm craving are things like burgers. Oh my word, I've had 3 burgers this week already. Yesterday I actually had 1 for lunch and 1 for dinner again, and this morning we drove past a poster with a picture of a burger and I wanted one. Yes, just seeing a burger can change me from anything else I want to eat to a burger. I don't know what it is about the burger. I really do like homemade ones the most at the moment, which is very abnormal for myself, and there definitely has to be pickles on it. So maybe it's a combination of the pickles, and I also make like a pink sauce, a mixture of mayonnaise and tomato sauce to put on it, and some raw onions and processed cheese, all on a really fresh bun, and that is just like heaven to me. The other thing that I really developed is a sweet tooth. So I've not been a sweet tooth kind of person, but this week, oh my word, all I want is sweets. After every meal I want a sweet, and this is jelly sweets, chocolates, dessert. I had a cupcake just now and it was just heaven. I never used to have a sweet tooth. I used to always like fruit, but now, oh my word, like I go and buy milk and I come back with sweets. That reminds me, I have had a lot of forgetfulness over the last few weeks. I felt that this week it feels like I'm slightly slower than usual, like in my brain speed. Like I usually can count up stuff pretty quickly, and this week it feels like everything's foggy and it's taking time. Apparently that's called pregnancy brain. I'm also forgetting about things that I have experienced in the past, so like memories where everybody's like, don't you remember doing this? And I'm like, nope, no memory at all of that. So yeah, that's a bit difficult, but I'm sure it'll get all back to normal after my baby is born. So as you guys know, at 12 weeks, the doctor made an 80% prediction that she's a little girl, which leaves a 20% prediction that she's a boy. But we have, as you can see in my previous videos, a lot of girl clothes because we're very excited about it. Like these little cuties. Just look how cute they are. They're my favorite at the moment. They're so adorable. I just love them, little bow. No, they're just so small, and they're soft and rubbery at the bottom. Yeah, so really hoping that we see the doctor. So we're seeing him on Friday, and really hoping that when we do see him, he confirms that she's a little girl, and then we'll go full steam ahead with starting to buy things for the nursery. We are starting to worry or think about, like, you know, exactly which kind of cribs we want. Do we want an expensive one? Do we want a cot that can like move around? Do we want 2 cots? I mean, I'm considering having a bassinet in our room, because as you can see, it's really quite a small bedroom, and I want her inside the room for the beginning. I don't want her sleeping in the bed, because I think that's dangerous, personally, with Rudy and I and JC on the bed. So I want her to have her own, like, maybe a small bassinet, considering it. I don't know if I want wood or if I want something that's more portable. What would you suggest? What have you had? I mean, obviously we can't spend the world of money on it as much as we'd love to, unless something amazing happens and God provides some amazing breakthrough, which we are hoping and trusting for. We've also started to look at, like, the cribs and things that we want are really expensive. So we're starting to look at ways of maybe taking a cheaper one and doing it up ourselves, making her room really glamorous on the down low. I mean, we don't want to spend a world of money on cribs and things that she's only going to use for 2 years at most. But on the other side, I mean, on the other hand, we do want more than one child. So, you know, it will be a double investment, and we should be able to use it in the future. We've also been very in love with the Mima Exari pram set, but it's really expensive. We've been looking at secondhand ones, but still then that's quite expensive, and we're not too sure about it because someone recently spoke to me about it and said that there is no storage at the bottom, and she gave a really valid point. And you know, you actually want somewhere to put that baby bag and the nappies and all those things while you're pushing the baby. You don't want to have to actually have a separate bag that you have to carry over your shoulder, because that hurts your back. Which reminds me, symptoms of this week. So this week I've been having a lot of backache. I'm uncomfortable in my body. I'm starting to battle to reach my ankles if I'm standing up, or to get things from the floor, because my tummy gets in the way, and I'm not used to this. And when my tummy does get in the way, it's like a harder tummy. It's not like fat that pushes out of the way. It's like an uncomfortable feeling. Like when I push my tummy to try and find out where the uterus is, when I do find it and I start poking it to push it to the side or down, it's a very uncomfortable feeling. Like, it really is uncomfortable. It's awkward. It's a feeling I've never felt before. I've never been pregnant before, so no duh. But yes, it is definitely a different feeling. My uterus is a lot higher than I expected. Yes, so there's a lot of new changes. My tummy has also gotten a lot bigger, and I've had headaches this week. Also, something that I've not been speaking about because I keep on forgetting about it is the fact that I'm intensely emotional, and I have been for weeks. Like, I cry over a lot of different things, and I get hurt and offended really, really easily. So if I ever look upset or I snap at you or anything like that, please take it with a pinch of salt or some sugar, because I really can't help it. I don't realize how upset I get, how easily I get upset. Rudy has definitely had to learn to walk, tread carefully and say things carefully around me. Also, as you can see over here, up there, I am getting pimples. Yes, little cutie pie, or all the sweets I'm eating, is making me get pimples, and it's really, really not cool, because I don't want to use any harsh chemicals on my body, and I really just want to preserve her as much as possible from those effects of those things. I mean, she is so small, and I feel like I have to defend her in a way. So I am using a scrub at night, and I'm trying to keep my face really clean and not go to bed with a dirty face. But it's really, like, it's really quite difficult. It's like I wake up with more and more pimples really often. Do you guys have a trick for pimples? That's something natural and safe for the baby. Maybe I should go for a facial. What do you think? Who's for team facial? So back to the stroller kind of thing and the pram. I don't know, what do you call it? Pram, a stroller? What's the difference between the two? But maybe you can suggest something for us. We want something with storage at the bottom that has got the egg look of Mima Xari. You know, the raised egg. And it has to have also the lying piece, I think it's baby basket or whatever you call it. And we'd really like, if it's possible, to put like a car seat on top of it. I know that you can get something like the Doona and put the, you know, which becomes its own little car seat. But I'm not too sure. It's really expensive. And we don't want to be paying R1,000,000 for it. But we do want something good quality that's going to last us for a while. Something that's really stylish and that looks like the Mima, except with more storage. What do you suggest? What did you have? And what are the features in a stroller or pram or whatever you want to call it that you found most helpful, or what are the buys that you bought that you regret? Please let me know below. I mean, as I said before, I don't know what I'm doing. It's a first time baby. I'm trying to do as much research as possible, but in the end we still want to look really nice and stylish and fashionable. And oh yes, and I'm really small, so I also don't want something that weighs a ton. But if it's something that can be taken apart and then, you know, you take the different parts out with the easy assembly, that would also be really cool. So this is what my stomach currently looks like. Do not get a shock. So this is what my stomach currently looks like from the side, from the front, from the side again. So this is supposed to be 16 weeks, 6 days pregnant with only one baby, first baby. What do you think? Yes, so as you can see, it has grown quite a bit, and I'm actually currently worried or thinking for the very last time that there is a chance that there are twins in there. Yes, I know, I've said it before and I've spoken to the doctors many times about this, and every time they assure me there is only one baby. So this Friday will be the last time that I go with the hopes of finding baby number 2. Maybe a number boy, or maybe there's a boy and a girl. That would be amazing. But that's all high hopes, as we're saying. So if you had a hidden twin, or if you're pregnant and you're on this journey with us, let us know down below what you think. Let me know about where you're in your pregnancy. What are you planning at the moment? Are you wondering about what your little cutie pie will look like? I know I am. Until next time, bye!